The BC Civil Liberties Association is very worried about the implications of Bill C-24, a new law that redefines Canadian citizenship. They believe it targets naturalized citizens and those holding dual citizenship.
Canadian citizens who are dual citizens, which might be the case of many naturalized citizens, are particularly vulnerable to the citizenship stripping provisions, because under the law, if you only hold one citizenship, then they can't take that away from you. But if you hold two citizenships, a dual citizenship, or if you're even eligible for a dual citizenship, then all of the citizenship stripping provisions come into effect. And so that in effect really creates two categories of Canadians. And we know that oftentimes the people who are dual citizens are immigrants or they're new to Canada. And so it disproportionately impacts new Canadians and immigrants.
It also targets suspects of organized crime, terrorist activities, or loyalty offenses like serving in a country fighting Canada by stripping them of their citizenship. The new law also makes it harder to be a Canadian by extending the residency requirement from 3 years to 4 years, with a minimum 183-day stay in Canada per year in 4 out of 6 years. An application can be denied if there is doubt in your intent to reside in Canada. Refused applications can no longer be appealed.
For purposes of sa negosyo mo, for family emergency, you had to go home. And napag-initan ka, pwedeng i-revoke ang citizenship mo, dadalihin ka sa intent to reside. The other provision that I really find troubling is yung lalo sa Pilipino, pag dual citizen ka at meron silang nakitang, halimbawa, nung mag-PR ka, meron kang hindi nasabi, merong fraud, o basta may hindi ka nasabi, pwedeng balikan ang iyong citizenship and revoke it.
The BCCLA warns another amendment may be introduced that will take away the right of Canadian citizenship by birth. Government argues non-residents are taking advantage of this so their Canadian children can sponsor them in the future. But statistics show these births are not even 1% of the total Canadian births per year.
There was a memo that was written by Canadian government officials, which looked like it was assessing a proposal that they eliminate citizenship by birth on Canadian soil. We've heard reports that this is going to be the next piece of legislation that is going to be tabled, and so we're incredibly concerned that this is going to be something that will be before Parliament soon.
Migrante BC vows to work with other groups to push for the repeal of this law.
We have to continue giving voice of our community, how we are opposed to this, because it's really negatively impacting our human rights and our constitutional law and citizenship.
To date, more than 45,000 Canadians have signed an online petition to stop Bill C-24. The Canadian Association of Refugee Lawyers and the BCCLA will file a lawsuit to challenge the sweeping changes in Canada's citizenship law. Rowena Papasin, ABS-CBN News, Vancouver.